Hello and welcome to Bay Fundy Fortunes. I'm Natalie. I'm an empath and intuitive card reader, and today I'm here to do the general reading for the month of September for the sign of Aries. And right now I am putting up my Sweetgrass and Sage smudge. It's an indigenous custom among the indigenous people of Canada, North America. It's used in all their ceremonies. It's highly, highly treasured. And what I've done is I have smudged on my cards and myself, and this is for you guys. Share those energies. This cleans out all the old, tired, stale energies and vibrations and clears everything up. So I just want to share all that with you guys. Okay, so we'll let that sit and smolder off there. Okay, so first off, I'd like to say welcome to all any new viewers. There's a red subscription button if you're new to YouTube. Right below this video window, there's a subscription button. It's red. If you click that, it attaches to your email. So anytime Bay Fundy Fortunes posts a new video, you'll be alerted through your email notifications. Subscriptions are free for those of you that don't know that. And what I have done here, for those that are new, for all my online readings for Bay Fundy Fortunes, I use the Oceanic Tarot deck. And we give credit to Jane Wallace for the creator of the cards. And the illustrations are for Jane Delaford Taylor. And at the end of the 5-card spread that I do, I pull one card from my deck of tarot, and that's your significator for your overall reading. I do a 5-card spread using the Oceanic Tarot deck, and the first card is your overall energy, second card is your wealth and finances, third card is anything that's close to your heart, love and romance, fourth card is your challenges for the month of September, Aries, and the fifth card is a message from Spirit. So let's get right into the reading here. All right, the very first card that I pulled for you for your overall energy is the Star. And she's representative of hope. Okay, the Star. When this card appears, it's a symbol of hope. Your intuitiveness is going to be more expanded, and the energies of your intuition are going to be more to the forefront for the month of September. There are lessons learned for you at this time as well, Aries, from hardship and heartache. But out of hardship and heartache, you gain hope. Quiet. You hear my animals in the background. I like to do my readings at night just for that, because there's all this background noise. So I apologize for that. You're going to gain hope from any troubles that you go through, any kind of chaos or upheavals, any breakups, any separations, right down to money problems. A lot of lessons you've never learned before. I feel nudged to say for some of you, you're going to be surprised by this. And why didn't I think of this before? And I wish that I thought of this and learned this lesson before. A lot of feelings like that are going to come to the forefront. But you must trust in the universe right now that you are under its protection. That is very, very strong right now. With Mercury going retrograde beginning yesterday until September 22nd, you will find that the energies have all slowed down because Mercury slows everything down. It messes up communications terribly, from verbal communications, interactions with other people, reading body language, right down to technology, computers, laptops, emails, all those things that pertain any kind of correspondence back and forth in any way, shape, or form can get confused and can get muddled and clouded. But at the same time, Mercury slows down. And when that happens, it's a retreat and a rest that is imposed upon us. We can't fight that. So what happens is we're forced to lay back, sit back, reflect. If your mind has been racing and clouded and cluttered with all these issues, you are forced to stop. Because you're forced to stop, it makes your mind start to break everything down and peel away the layers and deal with any problems that you may have one at a time. And it gives clarity of mind when this happens, because the energies are running so slowly and so smoothly, and that's a good thing, not a bad thing. So it allows all these doors to open that you never seen before, you never knew were there, because you were blinded by all the clutter in your head. Okay, so this is a time that will reveal growth for you. The star guides you to much happier times, and the star tells you you're on the right path and that all will be fine. You just need to trust in the universe and trust that destiny is going to take you to the right place. And sometimes it's serendipity. You'll be working on one thing, looking for one thing, and stumble onto something else completely unrelated. And, eureka, there's this magical moment that happens. So that could be happening for some of you as well. The advice is of this card is to follow your heart and respect your inner knowing. Those are your nudges and your common sense. Things you know already, pay attention to that and pay respect to that. Trust that the universe will bring you what you need as you need it. And the key words for this card are dream, intuitions, healing, rebirth, and wishes. And that's a good thing. So the second card that I pulled for you is your wealth and your finances. And it's an appropriate card to fall into that position. It is the Queen of the Ocean. And she's all about abundance. And this is a major arcana card. So was the first one. You've got 1, 2, 3. You've got four major arcana cards in this 5-card spread. What that means is that the meanings behind the cards are enforced even more. They're stronger, more powerful. Okay, so when this card appears, first of all, this is the mother of the tarot. Okay, she's the mother of the whole tarot, the Queen of the Ocean. She brings a lot of happiness and abundance. She also predicts contentment, loving partners and family and conflict. She reassures you that your needs are going to be met. Money will flow again. You see, Mercury has slowed down everything. Money flow, especially, I've gotten this on, I think, every reading so far this month, for the month of September. And then money flow is not emptying out. It's not draining out. It's not coming in at a rush, but it's not rushing away at the same time. There's a nice, slow, steady flow. So that's a good thing. Really, there's a reason for that. I don't know the reason for that, but there's a reason. But the money flow is still coming in at a steady pace. It has just slowed down. Harmony will rule at home for some of you. Spiritual growth and stability and creativity. Creativity. For some, fertility and pregnancy. The advice of this card, now's the time to grow and evolve, invest in love, home projects, financial projects, and spirituality. Keywords are growth, nurture, home, love, fertility, comfort, and generosity. And yes, Aries are one of the most generous signs that one could be so lucky to encounter. And not just generous of money, but generous of spirit, of character. When you speak with an Aries, you have, not that you have their full attention, they are giving you their full attention. And they're very giving and generous in that way as well as monetary. Money will grow for some of you Aries this month more than what you expected, and you'll be more than happy to share your generosity with others that you care about and that are around you in your life. Excuse me for one moment. You need to go lay down, darling, over there. Not a good boy. That never any question of who's a good boy, they say they'll never find out. That's a good boy right there. There's the answer. He's a big old black bear. Okay. Lemonade. Okay. So, the third card that I pulled for you in your position of love and heart, romance, anything that you love, anything's close to your heart. And this is the Angel of the Ocean, and she's all about healing. It's wonderful, these major cards that are showing up here. Major Arcana. You see that, what looks like a sideways 8 for those of you that are unfamiliar with that? That is the infinity symbol. And you can see she's holding a cup in each hand. She's waiting for that cup to be refilled. And it's always full because she has the sign of infinity, which means it goes on forever, to be filled forever with all good things in life. She is the mermaid and angel of the ocean, and she holds the infinity symbol. The figure 8 shows that her purpose is to bring harmony to the emotional, mental, and physical, spiritual aspects of your life. This is a wonderful card to fall in your place of love in your heart. She's also here to let you know that this is a time for healing of any past traumas that you've encountered in your past. We all have, maybe not dramatically for some. Some people seem to have a smoother ride in life than the rest of us do. But overall, the reality of life is we all go through hard times at one point or another about many different things and many different levels. This card is here to show you any trauma, any real trauma, emotional trauma that you've been through, mental trauma. This is going to be a time for healing. There's some things that you're going to move past and move beyond and leave that where it belongs, way off in the dark, distant, misty past somewhere. She's here to balance your mind, your body, and your finances. The balancing of your finances are going to take priority for a little bit right now. For some of you, this is inventory time that have your own businesses, and that could very well be. You may have to shut down for a little bit to do your inventory for the year. You may just need to inventory your life, inventory your bank accounts, your statements, and your friends and your family as well, to see, for some of you, who needs to go and who gets to stay, is you softly remove some edges on the fringes of your life. You know, people that just are not serving a positive energy for you. They're of no positive use to you. It's all about negativity, and there's some pushing away. There's some pushing away that you're doing with some people. She's here to guide you through those stressful moments. Some will become stressful, but Aries, you're pretty much on top of things. Very together people. Leaders, you take the initiative a lot of the time. I know I know a couple Aries, and even if they're afraid to do something, and they're waiting for somebody else to take care of something, and it's something they shy from, they're the type that will say, you know, after waiting and waiting for somebody else to do something, they'll say, oh, for heaven's sakes, I'll do it myself. And they're really, really afraid, but then they'll charge ahead, you know, and then later they'll go, oh, I did that. What was I thinking? Oh, my God, I can't believe that I did that. But I did it. You know, it's a good thing, right? The advice of this card is to work a little magic so that you can reconcile with opposites. Sometimes opposites, well, not sometimes, all times, opposites can be really, really a good thing in our life, not something negative. Opposites will show us the other side of ourselves and will test us through different things, parts of us that we didn't know. And nobody's going to be more surprised. I don't know why I'm getting the giggles, but nobody's going to be more surprised by the things that come out from dealing with oppositions, sides of yourself that you didn't know was there. I'm just seeing faces of a couple of my friends and imagining them going through that, and it's kind of comical. And Spirit, Masters of the Universe, and Masters of the Natural World Order, believe me when I tell you, they have a sense of humor, and they're kind of sitting back, snickering and chuckling too, elbowing each other. The advice of this card is to work a little magic. When it comes to reconciling any oppositions or any opposites. For some people, it's one of those things for some of you, I can tell you, Aries, where there's people you'd rather not deal with. This is still funny to me, and I don't know why. But there's some people you'd rather not deal with. And the very thought and the run of your day of dealing with certain people makes you just groan and say, oh my God, give me strength, Lord, give me strength to get through this. You don't even want to talk to these people, let alone deal with them, and you have to. So you have to reconcile a way to kind of get through those meetings and those moments and those encounters that you have. It'll be better for you in the long run if you see them coming, you'll go on autopilot, and there's something will snap in here, and you go, okay, I'm going to wrap this one up, this encounter, in about 3 or 4 minutes, because I'm busy and I have somewhere to go. I don't know where, but I'm going to come up with something pretty quick. So this is what's going to go on. The advice of this card, yes, is to work your magic with opposites. Be patient. You'll get everything done. Don't stress about getting things done if you're feeling overwhelmed right now, Aries. As I said, there may be some rest and retreat that's going to be imposed upon you, something that has happened or some things may happen that's going to force you to, take you by the shoulder and kind of push you down into your chair and say you're going to sit there and do nothing. Okay, so the keywords are balance, patience, flow, angels, and finance. Okay, a lot of love there. A lot of opposition as well. I know that was the placement of love and hearts. But the thing with the opposition, that all comes down to emotion. And emotion's all about hearts as well. This card's going to help you through all these things, especially that past trauma. Your heart will be healed in that respect. Okay. The fourth card that I have for you, your challenges for the month of September, is the Eight of Wands. It's all about travel. Eight of Wands. Wands are all about practical things in our life, like traveling, your job, your car, your bank account, your house, your lawnmower. These are all practical things. So the keywords for this card, Aries, are communications, speed, news, motivation, action, excitement, and movement. The advice is to breathe before saying yes to all offers. Choose carefully. This will save you time and money. So the nudge right off is I see 2 for short, 3 maybe people hopping on a plane and they're heading out somewhere. 1 or 2 are going on a much needed vacation, and you can't wait to get there. For others, you're taking a trip for a specific reason and it's not vacation. You're going to, it's like some of you are going for business, some of you for personal family matters that only you can see to and take care of. Your presence is going to be required. For the others, there's, as I said, there's a reason why you're going somewhere and it's not vacation. So there's motivation behind the traveling and the trip. And when you get to your destination, you're going to be taking some action. And the action is going to cause excitement. It's going to cause movement. And things are going to start to change a little bit. A big change, not a little bit. It may be something small that you're doing that's going to have a big impact in the bigger picture from here on out to the rest of your life. This is something that's been going on in the background of your life. Something you don't literally see or touch every day. There's something in the background of your life that's been always there, always hovering, and there's going to be a change. And you're not going to have to deal with that anymore. It's going to be big, big. Leave some comments so we can find out about what that is, if it affects you. Now, because some of you are going to be really busy and in a big rush to get on these planes and this travel, there's going to be people coming at you. Subordinates will be coming and asking you about permission to carry out different things, something that you have the say-so over, and you don't have time to deal with some of these things right now. So take a deep breath, think about the requests that have been put in. And if you're going, what if this, what if that, then put the brakes on right off. If you're getting some what ifs of things that could go wrong, then what you do is you say, look, I can't respond to your request right now. Put it on hold. When I get back, come and see me. Right now I have too much going on and I don't need to come back to a mess. I just want things to stay as they are while I'm gone so that I can put my mind at ease, knowing that nothing is going on while I'm away. Everything is copacetic and everything's tickety-boo and nothing's going to change until I come back. So you're not saying no, you're just saying wait. And we'll talk about this when I get back. So every choice that you have to make coming up, from the little things, from you're in the drugstore and you're buying supplies, maybe to go on this trip, toiletries, deodorant, shampoo, this kind of thing. Everything you do that you pick up, like you don't want to carry too many things with you. Get a 2-in-1 conditioner. That sounds real trivial, but it's going to save you time for the time that you're gone. Buy yourself a travel pack that includes maybe a whole lot of things. Buy yourself maybe a new suitcase to make your load a bit smaller. You'll be forced to pack less than what you're actually going to need. This will save you time. This will save you energy. So for some of you, I just got the nudge, you're going to be going to more than one place. You're going to take a plane trip to somewhere, and you're going to be there for a few days, maybe a week. Once that trip is completed, you're going to maybe hop on a train, and you're going to be going cross country to somewhere else. There are three stops for one of you out there. I don't know who it is, but they're all interconnected, and you're very excited about it. And this is a good thing. You've been waiting a long time for that. So just being more efficient, basically, overall for the month of September to ensure your travel plans run a lot more smoothly. Some of you may find that to be a challenge because some of us like to overpack just in case. We all have this just in case thing going on in the back of our heads. Don't do that. You're going to be in a position if you find that you're in need of something while you're on this travel, you can always pick it up elsewhere. The next card that I pulled for you is your message from Spirit. And we got husband, King of Cups showing up. Understanding. This is the King of Cups. Cups are all about heart, love. And this is your message from Spirit. And it's about understanding. This king, when he shows up, is sometimes you. It's the you card sometimes. So in this case, message from Spirit, I would say that this is definitely you. So when this card shows up, it highlights integrity and honor and sensitivity. It shows that you're devoted to your friends. You may find yourself in a position to be more devoted than ever to your friends. This is a wonderful thing. You're devoted to your family, and you're very much devoted to your career. Not necessarily in that order. Your family comes first, your friends, your career, or maybe vice versa. This card shows that you are loyal for life and something distant. Sometimes distant. Yes, Aries can sometimes pull themselves off and become quiet and withdrawn. When they're trying to be fair and they're trying to figure things out. For some of you, you have another person you're trying to figure out. You're just not sure. And you're trying to be very, very fair with this situation. There's, can I say, a feeling of trust or mistrust, of nervousness over trusting. And when you're in this way, you feel everything very, very deeply, but you may not show it. This card also, when it shows up, shows that you're going to be leading towards a balance of empathy with others and with fairness as well. And also, you are the ideal mate at this time. For anyone else in your life, you make the ideal mate, or the ideal mate may be coming towards you. The advice of this card is to follow your emotions. There's no need to explore your feelings too deeply. Just trust that you're right about some things. Back to the person that you're having a problem with. There's a real good feeling there. I think, Aries, the last reading I did for you for mid-August, there was a problem that you had with somebody that kind of brought out the negative, not the negative side, but the forceful side of you, and you were really resenting that. This has got an overflow of that. For some, I'm remembering this, and I don't know why, but there's just something there that you're not sure about, somebody that you're not sure about. This could be somebody in your life. It could be a friend. It could be a coworker, a neighbor getting a little too close, maybe something. But I think it's deeper than a neighbor. I think this is somebody that you're wondering, do you go the extra mile for and invest more of your emotional self with this other person? You're pondering, how much do I invest and do I go the whole 9 yards? And for some of you, this is long term or has been long term. I hear solid as a rock. Whatever this applies to or who this applies to, I feel it's solid as a rock is what I'm getting. The advice is to follow your emotions. No need to even explain your feelings to anybody else. There it is again. That's what I felt in the last reading for mid-August. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. Absolutely nobody. You will do as you see fit. You will do what you want to do. You're an intelligent person. And most people that know you well know how intelligent you are. And most people would never try to pull the wool over the eyes of an Aries. Just trust that you're right. If you're getting gut nudges and intuition, trust that you're right, whatever you're feeling. The key words for this are fairness, empathy, sensitivity, loyalty, and home. And that, Aries, was a very good reading. But we're not quite done yet. I pulled your significator card. It's the Seven of Wands. Again, wands are all about practical things. Seven of Wands. And bear with me while I grab my book. The Seven of Wands indicates that you are facing one of those momentous happenings in your life. Wow. It advises you to believe in yourself and go forward. It is a card about encountering demanding situations and having the courage to be true to your own desires, ambitions, and needs. And whoa, I got the woo-woos and the heat off of that card. Right there, the last part. Have the courage, Aries, to be true to your own desires, ambitions, and needs. And I feel a giggling nervousness all of a sudden. I'm almost getting goosebumps. You're wanting to do something big for you, for your life, for you, for yourself. This is big. Whatever this is, it's huge. It's huge to you. And you're giggling and you're really nervous because it's excitement. It's a nervous excitement that you're about to do something and embark on something. And if everybody else knew about it, they may not be so happy and excited about it. And that's why there's this nervous energy, but it's a feel-good energy. This is really big, something you're going to do just for you. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. But I see you smiling, Aries, and you're just like, oh, I can't believe I'm going to do this. But it's a wonderful thing, whatever it is. You're very, very, very excited about it. So, Aries, this was a good reading, a very good reading, even time-wise. It's not 45 minutes long like some of them are running. This was a very tight reading, a good reading, a lot of emotionality in here, a lot of physical movement in here. Remember, Mercury's going retrograde, and it's not always a bad thing. If you have retreat and rest imposed upon you and it's out of your control, just lay back and let it happen. And you'll come out of any other thing. You're going to have some light bulb moments, not a lot of them, but 2 or 3 light bulb moments, and you'll be saying, if I hadn't stopped and been forced to take that break and that retreat, this may have never occurred to me. Because there's always good when we think there's something bad going on, and that's what life's all about. That's what this channel's all about. You try to see the good in the bad. Negativity and negative things and negative paths are usually the rough road to pay our dues for the big reward that we're looking at that's down the road ahead of us. We've got to pay our dues. We have to pay our, to get the rewards. We have to work really hard. The harder you work for something, the better the reward. So we'll base it. I got a really strong nudge on that last one. The harder we work, the bigger the reward. The more pain that we have to go through, the more coals that we get raked over, the better the payoff in the end. Trust, have faith, have hope, and believe that the universe is protecting you right now. And it is. You are highly favored at this time, Aries. Just have trust and believe, even if it's blind. Blind faith is the strongest faith of all. It doesn't get any better than that. You may not see it in the moment whenever you're going through what you're going through. Anyways, Aries, I'm going to wrap this up so that I can get this saved 2 or 3 times to the computer for editing and then upload it to YouTube. And there's already one upload that's happening right now to YouTube, and that's going to be about 3 hours from now, which will be about 7, 8 o'clock. And I'll have this one ready to go about that time, 8 o'clock, and then maybe by midnight tonight, you'll get to have your reading. So anyway, I wish you the very best of luck in September. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're new, click that subscription button so that you don't miss the mid-month readings for September for Aries. 12 more videos coming up for mid-month September. Please tune back in for that, and I hope to see you all back here. And a lot of love, and a lot of light, and a lot of blind faith coming up for you, Aries. Best of luck to you. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.